Here at the Algoa Rally, one of the big stories is a 28 car. That's 28 crews going out and racing for the club championship. That has bolstered this entry to well over 40 cars that are going to go out there. That's going to be great racing. It's going to be a great story for us to follow to see who can walk away as club champion coming out of this event, and to see how high they climb in the overall rankings when they put their skills against some of the top national rally cars coming racing here at round number 4 of their championship. It is a massive story, and we cannot wait to see what unfolds here today and tomorrow here at PE.
As the rally crews prepare to kick off round number 3 of the Algoa Club Championship, we take a look at the championship standings. The 2017 ARC champions Johan Viljoen and daughter Joanne won the opening round in their VW Polo. They held a 4-point lead over round 2 winners Nick Davidson and Ashley Bezuidenhout in their R2N Spec Polo. Third in another R2N Polo were Jacques du Toit and Ronald Renz. Fourth were Ido Steyn and Mark Irvan in their aging RDG Ford Escort. Once all the technical inspection checks were completed, the cars lined up in the pre-start holding area. The 28 Algoa Rally Club competitors would be competing in various classes based on engine capacity only, including the National Open and Classic classes. Jacques du Toit and Ronald Renz would be the sole representation for the club in the R2N class. Sadly, their rally would end with an engine fire on the opening stage. One by one, at 2-minute intervals, the cars rolled off the line for the ceremonial start at the Bay West Mall. Ready to rally and prove their speed, seeking to gain maximum points towards the ultimate prize, a rolling chassis Volkswagen Polo rally car.
We've got a very strong club here in the Eastern Cape. We're hosting this national rally, and it's an awesome rally that's lying ahead with all the national guys here. We're very happy to host them. In the Eastern Cape, we've got a nice club championship going. Some awesome sponsors. We've got a championship where the winner at the end of the year actually wins a Polo rolling chassis rally car, which you don't see in motorsport anymore. Also, we've got some cash distributed according to points, courtesy of IGN Wireless. Really motivating the guys. I think the biggest plus in the Eastern Cape is the actual competitors themselves. Awesome bunch of guys, family atmosphere, and we're going from strength to strength.
The Volkswagen Polo cars, in their various guises, prove exceptionally popular amongst the club members, as you would expect from a region in which Volkswagen South Africa's manufacturing operations are based. Competing across a number of classes with different engine sizes, the Polo platform allows for close battles on the timesheets throughout the rally and the season. The Algoa Rally Club is the largest active rally club in the country, with more than 30 entries per club event. But the size of the club is just half the story. The club is very much a family one. It's not uncommon to see fathers and daughters or brothers and sisters competing together. There are even mother and daughters pairing up. And members range in age from 17 to 70. The club prides itself in its fun, family-orientated reputation. But make no mistake, it is serious business when the light goes green.
Algoa is incredibly strong. We're the club with the most participants at this stage in South Africa. We run generally in the vicinity of 30 vehicles an event. Membership-wise, it keeps growing. It's a family-based club. If you just look around, you'll see children. We have Daniel Pino here as a technical school involved in participating in this event. They're running 2 cars. So yes, as far as the club goes, we like to keep it as a family affair where everybody feels at home and the camaraderie is endless. It's support for each other as a club is incredible.
The support for each other extends to the rally fans, who attend the events in their droves to cheer on their friends and family members. For the opening stage of the Algoa Rally, the drivers and their co-drivers took to the 23.5 kilometer long Jachtvlachte route. Though visually completely different to the long, more forest stage to come, it was by no means less fun or less challenging.
It's been amazing so far. We had a couple of issues with the car. We had terrible exhaust leaks and lost quite a bit of power, but other than that, it's been very lekker. Really enjoying the stages, nice fast flowing sections. So yeah, really enjoying it. Navigator's been on it from word go, so all smiles today. A lot of it is, there's a lot of loose marbles around, but obviously as the oaks go through, so they clean the track and you do get a lot better traction. And in some places it is a bit rocky, but you just got to take it a little bit easy and make sure you're there at the end.
After a dramatic opening stage with 4 retirements, on the second pass of the Jachtvlachte route there were 24 competitors remaining in the regional rally. Those that remained included the likes of Johnny and James Johnson in one of the only 2 Toyota Yaris cars in the rally. Gordon Nolan and Mark Steyn were running well in their Golf 1. So too were Melissa Heyman and Rian Nel in the Monster Energy Polo. Oldest driver in the club, Jan Vosloo, and Rio Viljoen's Polo was the fastest paced S2 car. Ido Steyn and Mark Irvin's Ford Escort Mark I was proving popular with the fans, while Neil Keaton and Sheldon Coetzee were also enjoying the smoothing roads despite the gathering gloom. After the 3 night stages, the Algoa Rally Club competitors were performing as follows. Steph Pieterse and Matt Kohler were punching above their weight in the Polo 1.2 TSI in 6th. Gregory Heine and Jason Schreiber were the highest placed non-polos in their Golf 1 in 7th. Jan Vosloo and Ria Viljoen were 8th. Neil Keaton and Sheldon Coetzee were 9th. Sneaking into the top 10 were school pupil JP Smit and school teacher navigator Martin Kleingeld of the Daniel Pienaar Technical High School. They were followed by Ian Rademacher and Marina Brits. Ido Steyn and Mark Irvine were 12th, Melissa Heyman, Rian Nel were 13th. 6 seconds back were Madeleine and Marika Brits. The second Daniel Pienaar school entry, Brittany Duplisani and Francois Vermaak, were held 15th. Ruan Knutzer and Wendy Mitchell followed the student-teacher combination. Next on the classification were Gordon Nolan and Mark Steyn. Herman Bernhard and Monique Scholz were 18th in their Ford Escort. The final car in the rally was that of Pierre van den Berg and Lario Pieterse, who would pull out of the rally after falling ill. Meanwhile, the top 5 positions were tightly contested by Clyde Challenor and Graham Bishop, Johan and Johan Viljoen, Nick Davidson and Ashley Bezuidenhout, Rika Schmidt and Shirley Pieterse, and Ross and Roxanne Bartel.
In this episode of Driver's Seat, Fernando Alonso's return to McLaren, a new type of racing, the all-electric Formula E, and the V8 engine era of Formula One.
Everyone thinks you're a Renault expert. You got nails, you got screws, you glued it too?
Built it to last. This is our beautiful kitchen.
Until this happens.
Court, he's wrecked our floor.
You gotta use a little muscle when you put these staples in, man. That's your underwear, man.
Oh, man.
I'm coaching DIY rookies. You wanna be a builder, you gotta look the part. One project at a time.
On day 2 of the Algoa Rally, the action moved west to the spectacular roads of the MTO Longmore Forests.
For the Algoa Club Championship that's been racing with us as part of the National Championship round number 4, it's been an amazing story. Well over 25 competitors coming into this, but we have lost around about 5 or 6 of the guys. Today we'll tell the story of who will survive and come out as PE and Algoa Club Champions.
The R2N cars were the first to hit the roads of the Longmore Forests on the MTO Culturama stage. The battle at the sharp end of the Algoa Rally was intense, as the reigning South African rally champion looked to make up ground. Guy Botterill had come into the rally a single point behind championship leader Arcia Potgieter, but a consistently superior pace across the 5 stages of day 1 had seen Botterill establish a commanding lead, which the Toyota Gazoo racing driver would not surrender, as he won 9 of the 11 stages on his way to rally victory. The win moved him back to his customary position atop the championship standings. Asio Potgieter, meanwhile, had struggled on the final stage of day one, surrendering second position in the rally to Richard Leek. But he battled back on the second day to finish as Botterell's closest rival. Leek's inconsistent season continued, however. His times fell away as the rally progressed, but he still managed to finish third, in so doing keeping his now slim championship hopes alive. In the regional battle, the wind-still conditions and the dry roads were making the challenging Longmoor Forest roads even harder to master. At the best of times, the Culturama stage provides some nervy moments, but in tricky visibility, it required real courage to push the cars to their limits. The billowing dust clouds, kicked up by car after car and exacerbated by the rear-wheel drive classic and retro cars, made the going tougher the further down the running order one went. Running 19th on the road, Ido Steyn still managed to be the fastest local crew up Culturama 1, while battling the dust as he tried to move up the timesheets.
Yeah, we've had some dust because of we are behind. We lost a lot of time yesterday with a puncher and they put us back. So we in the dust a bit, but the surface and the stages are great. It's awesome. Very nice. Now it's definitely fast. We're struggling with brakes a bit, but other than that, the car's perfect. We're going good. We're part of the Algoa club. If you look at 5-6 years back, I think it's grown more than 50%. Probably more than, probably closer than 100%.
The health of the Algoa Rally Club has much to do with the supportive and welcoming atmosphere fostered by the existing members. But it is also due in no small part to the club's location. With the industrial giants like Volkswagen, Goodyear and Alexander Park industrial factories based in Uitenhage within the Algoa Rally Club's catchment, there are many automotive industry professionals in the area. This ensures the club is filled with skilled and passionate motor racing fanatics. The exceptional gravel roads and the willingness of landowners to accommodate rallying plays a significant role too. Companies like MTO Forestry graciously allow rallying to take place on their plantation roads, and this has made Algoa a mecca for South African rally racing. The annual national rally event is not only the midpoint of the season, but for many it is also the highlight of the season. The local crews are not spoilt by their iconic roads, however. Most of their regional events do not boast the massive total mileage of a national race. So getting the opportunity to rally a 23-kilometre long stage like the MTO PPC Jelly is not taken for granted. One of the factors in the regional competition is the difference in power and performance between the various cars. After his day one misadventures, Ido Steyn was running further down the field than his natural pace would otherwise dictate, and he was battling traffic and more dust on stage 7. Fortunately, Ian Rademeyer made the overtaking manoeuvre possible, before giving the dust time to clear and setting off once more. Aside from Steyn's battle up the overall timesheets, there was drama for Pierre van den Berg, Rohan Knutzer and Rieke Schmidt as they withdrew from the rally. The other Algoa Rally Club cars were keeping themselves in contention by nursing minor issues when needed, and pushing up the pace when their cars and the conditions allowed. Rallying, especially for a privateer, is a delicate balance of speed and car management. After 42 kilometers of rallying, the crews made their way to the first service park of the day, between stages 7 and 8. Unlike the national rally competitors who have service crews to see to their cars, many of the regional competitors need to get actively involved in the servicing themselves. Tyres need to be changed as the rocky roads wear the soft but grippy rubber down at a rapid rate. Then any obvious issues which cropped up during the preceding stages need to be rectified, often with a little bush mechanic ingenuity. It is very much a team effort and there's not much time for relaxation or taking a mental break between stages for the cars with a skeleton support crew. The last task is a careful refuel with the exact volume carefully calculated. Every superfluous drop is a weight penalty.
Struggled a bit this morning. We didn't really start properly this morning. We couldn't get out of service, battery issues, and then turned into other electrical issues. Really went well yesterday. We were lying, I think, 4th or 5th in class and close to 10th overall, so it was a good day yesterday. We missed the first two, unfortunately. We just missed the sweep vehicle going into the first stage into Culturama, so unfortunately we didn't get there on time. So we came back to service now, sorted the car out, and we carry on. But we are back in it now, so yeah, hopefully we can just carry on and continue with the rally.
Drivers who miss a stage of the event, like Ross Bartle did, are allowed to re-enter the rally under Super Rally rules, which means drivers are awarded time penalties for the stages missed and allowed to continue. But they score only half points towards the championship title. And with significant prizes at stake, even half points might prove crucial in the final season-end reckoning. There are cash prizes for all finishers in the championship, generously donated by local Port Elizabeth and Uitenhage businesses. Plus, the ultimate prize for the championship winner, a rolling chassis Volkswagen Polo rally car from VW Motorsport. In 2017, the championship title was won by the father and daughter team of Johan and Joanne Viljoen. The pair are now rallying the S3 class VW Polo 250 they won for their efforts. And the number 501 car has already racked up one rally win this year. In addition to the amazing rally car, the championship winning crew will also receive rally equipment from ATS Motorsports Supplies. With prizes like these up for grabs, the competition is understandably fierce out there. The Algoa Rally Club is not content to rest on its laurels, however. They continue to innovate and foster the growth of the sport in their area. By providing sponsors with a marketing platform, they're able to attract financial backers, which makes growth possible. They're also aware of the expenses involved with rallying, so are always seeking ways to revolutionize the ways in which crews can compete. One of these is an exciting new rally class.
The whole idea is that we've just started the development of retro racing in the Eastern Cape. We've introduced it to ARC and we're promoting, as I say, retro, which in essence is pre-1990 motorcars in silhouette. Retro is the way forward in that it allows a lot of our competitors, the lesser competitors, who aren't competing at the top end, to strive for something for the future. At this stage it's in its infancy. We'll be putting up prize money this year for the winner, and the following year we're hoping to put up a complete vehicle as the trophy. We have 12 entries this event, which are retro-based vehicles, and they will be competing this year for financial reward. There will be prize money allocated to the retro class as such. Next year we intend to put up a rolling chassis, which will then become the prize for retro. So yes, the sideways action is always a huge attraction, and the reason we've gone retro is it's old school with a modern take.
Don't forget to catch all the extreme festival action from Aldo Scribanti. Wet and cold conditions and wet races were the theme of the day, but the big crowds came out to be entertained by the InvestCamp Formula 1600s. The Bridgestone Thunderbikes put on a massive show. And the G&H Transport Extreme Supercars were certainly high-flying. Catch all this action on Ignition DSTV Channel 189.
The retro class prize money is yet to be finalised, but for the modern vehicles, the Algoa Rally Club offers significant cash incentives. Dubbed the 50k Challenge, the 7 Rally Series is financially backed by iGen Wireless. Drivers and co-drivers rally for their share of 50,000 Rand by accumulating championship points. To keep the points allocations fair and allow drivers of less powerful vehicles the chance to compete for top honours, the points on offer to each driver are scaled by the class of their car. The cars with the least powerful motors, like the Polo 1.2 TSIs of JP Smith and Stef Pieterse, would therefore score more points for the same finishing position as the more powerful 2-litre Polos in the club. Back to the action. Out on the roads of the Longmoor Forests, Algoa Rally Club newcomer Gordon Nolan was on his way to scoring good championship points in his Golf 1.
Yesterday we had a couple of technical issues with some wiring, electrical issues, but we sorted out last night, back today, and so far the stages are awesome, quite quick, rough in some places, otherwise cars running awesome, all great. Lucky they increased the dust caps today to 3 minutes, where it's normally 2 minutes, which helps us a lot. Yeah, we got to make up lost time from yesterday, so if we want to make up some places we have to give it all we got. Well, I'm still quite new in the rally club, but they're a really friendly bunch, very helpful. Seems like the club's growing at quite a fast rate, and nice cars, helpful. You know, there's always a bit of race banter between the guys. The guys are always chatting, and there's WhatsApp groups and Facebook, and the guys are always busy.
The kilometres within which to make up time on rivals was running out though, as the Algoa Rally neared its conclusion. The penultimate stage was the last long gravel stage of the event. At 19 kilometres long, MTO Sinkdam is one of the iconic routes, which makes the region a favourite with locals and visitors alike. The leading Algoa Rally Club member on the overall timesheets, Clyde Challenor, knows exactly what it takes to succeed in his home conditions.
The stages and this rally has been put together unbelievably well, and the roads are perfect and flowing. It's still a long rally, there's still a lot of stages, a lot of kilometers to do, and you just got to keep your wits about you, keep hydrated and keep your wits about you, because you can lose it so quickly here.
While Challenor was leading, Johan and Joanne Fullion were not content to give up the top step of the podium without a fight. They reduced their primary rival's lead by 10 seconds on the penultimate stage, but Challenor's consistency earlier in the rally had left them with too much to reel in. No club car had gone below the 13-minute mark on the Sinkdam stage before, but on stage 10, the top 5 times were well below that mark, a sign of the pace in the club at the moment. Another of the stellar initiatives from the Algoa Rally Club is opening up the field to 2 high school crews. Students from Daniel Pienaar Technical High School in Uitenhage are responsible for rallying a Volkswagen Golf 1 and a Polo 1.2 TSI. The former is piloted by Brittany Dupisani and the latter by JP Smit, but neither is old enough to drive on the national roads, used for the liaisons between the special stages. Their co-drivers, teachers Francois Vermaak and Martin Kleinveld, therefore have to swap into the driver's seats whenever a stage is completed. The crews in the car are ably supported by a service crew of fellow students who take care of every technical need of the vehicles. It certainly blows the soapbox car building projects of most school woodwork classrooms completely out of the water. Even with their youthful enthusiasm, Dupisani and Smit already know the value of championship points. On the penultimate stage, the focus shifted to reaching the rally finish. With none of the crews within striking distance of their nearest rivals, overcooking a corner in search of a tenth of a second carried too much of a penalty to be worth the risk. The order of the stage was to get safely back to the Bay West Mall for the grand finale. For the third time, the parking area of the Bay West Mall was the staging ground for a spectator-friendly stage. Starting on gravel, it included a dramatic jump and a series of tight hairpin bends. The course required rapid acceleration and hard braking, with cars parking in close proximity to the fans gathered to witness the crowning of the champions. The tight corners, linked by wide straights, made for a tire-squealing end to a fantastic rally. The short distance did not affect the overall timesheets, as everyone by and large kept it neat and tidy. The stage did offer fans the chance to see the advantages of the various cars. The stylish flicks made possible in the rear-wheel drive classics and retro cars, which look great value but are not necessarily faster than the understeer of the front-wheel drive vehicles. After 11 stages, it was the front-wheel drive Polos which won out, claiming all 3 podium places. Clyde Challenor and Graham Bishop were crowned Algoa Rally winners. Johan and Joanne Viljoen joined them on the podium along with Nick Davidson and Ashley Bezuidenhout. Challenor secured the win by 1 minute and 41 seconds over Viljoen, with Davidson a further 15 seconds back. Steph Pieterse and Ido Steyn claimed 4th and 5th. After 3 events, Johan Viljoen is in pole position to retain the Algoa Rally Club title. Nick Davidson is in 2nd, 4 points adrift, while Ido Steyn jumps to 3rd in the standings. Only 3 rallies now remain: the Paardepoort Safari Rally in the Karoo, the Jeffreys Bay Rally hosted by the Fountains Mall, and the Heine Sport 2-in-1 night-day rally. Rally fans can follow the Algoa Rally Club on Facebook for more details and coverage of the nail-biting battle for the 2018 Volkswagen Polo Rally car, when the action resumes on September the 1st in Paardepoort. Until then, thanks for watching the Algoa Rally.